Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to pick number 22 in my top 31 favorite power trio bands. We're doing this each and every day throughout the month of July. We have reached, like I said, number 22 on my list of 31. This particular band should come as no surprise to anybody who knows power trios. This was perhaps the first ever power trio. Their debut album released in 1968. It's called Vincebus Eruptum. Of course, I'm talking about Blue Cheer, everybody. That's right, Dickie Peterson on vocals and bass, Lee Stevens on guitar, and Paul Whaley on drums. Talk about a band making lots of noise. That's what Blue Cheer did on this album. Totally different than a lot of the other San Francisco area bands. These guys brought forth massive volume, lots of fuzz and distortion and feedback, and kind of like a sound like no other. And this is listed as one of the great early heavy metal albums of all time because really there was no heavy metal in 1968, right? But this is just bursting with energy and volume and noise. And again, I wasn't quite old enough at the time, but I've heard that experiencing Blue Cheer live back in like the late 60s was something to behold. They also did another album called Outside Inside, which is of similar quality. Maybe not quite as heavy as the debut, but pretty damn raucous. Hold on, you got to see this because this shows you all you need to see, right? Look at that. Three guys, acid rock at its best. And then after they would kind of lots of lineup changes and lots of stylistic changes on the subsequent handful of albums afterwards where they were anything but a heavy rock band. And then they would get back to doing what they did early on in subsequent albums back when they reformed in the 80s and into the 90s. Now, all the original members are no longer with us, but I think there are still, or have been in recent years, there have been weird lineups of Blue Cheer that included like guys who joined the band way later on but weren't anywhere near part of the original lineup, so I know that happens quite often. But anyway, back to Vincebus Eruptum. I mean, they're most known for their cover of Summertime Blues, the old Eddie Cochran staple, and it's big, raucous, and heavy and beefy, and it's got, some just killer riffs in there. You got Rock Me Baby, a lot of covers on here. Rock Me Baby, Doctor Please, Out of Focus, Parchment Farm, who wasn't doing Parchment Farm back in the day, Second Time Around, that's an original song, really great song, and All Night Long. Really brief album, quick album, but just loaded with energy, loaded with volume and fuzz, and just it's a pretty special album. And this was a pretty special band, and for the short amount of time that they were this power trio to kick off their career before they added other members and keyboards and became more of kind of like this mainstream rock, soul, country rock band, because they really changed quite a bit. I mean, I kind of dig the handful of albums that came after these first two, but they're way different. It's like a completely different band. You got loud, raucous, energetic, and then it just becomes just sound like anybody else, right? They just kind of lost all their identity and lost their way. But thankfully, there's plenty of good heavy albums that came later on from them, and those are pretty interesting too, where they're the whole kind of like blues rock metal band, the whole biker metal thing for Blue Cheer kind of came back. But this is where it all started. These are the two best by far. It's not even close. So Vincebus Eruptum and Outside Inside from Blue Cheer. Blue Cheer is my pick today for number 22 on our countdown of my favorite power trios that we're doing here in July. So let us know what you think of Blue Cheer. If you've never listened to them, I'd be surprised if there's anybody watching who hasn't. But if you haven't, go check out these two albums. Come back, let us know what you think. But also, let's hear your pick for day 22 here, or pick number 22 on our countdown of favorite power trios. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. All together, all the damn time. Stay tuned. All sorts of stuff happening in the days ahead. So please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell. So you get notified of every video as it posts here on the channel. We also have down below links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, which are all greatly appreciated. So please consider helping out the channel with that, or going over to our merch page and picking up a Sea of Tranquility shirt, or hoodie or hat or cap or sticker or coffee mug, or we got all sorts of stuff there. So thanks again. I am Pete Pardo. Hope you're all enjoying your weekend, and we'll see you real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.